Una good morning o, good afternoon, greeting una take dey o. No be small thing o. They say wahala no go finish. Everybody dey wait for assurance. Marriage. Marriage don come. We don eat the rice. We don drink the palm wine. We don eat, we don even tire, we don even forget about marriage. Na now wey people come out come dey talk about marriage. One man go broadcast come dey talk say Davido marry Isioma because say Isioma lost pikin, you take am take bribe Isioma. Jesus Christ of Nazareth. If you say na wetin you even dey think for inside your mind, that one reach to carry come out come talk am for broadcast. You want make people see you, abi you want make you dey famous? Me I no know for some people. Me I no even know for some people. Wait o, marriage na the event that come dey talk say marriage wey e say na since 4 years na Davido even call am say they wan do marriage. Now remember the time wey Davido engage Isioma na 4 years ago na. Before their son come die, everything come dey happen, na make dem postpone the marriage. I don't understand. No be say person come out say he marry Isioma because say he pikin die, he take marriage take bribe Isioma. Abeg some people the way wey dem take dey talk e dey tire me. The way wey some people take dey talk e dey tire me o. I swear to God, the way wey some people take dey talk e dey tire me. More na hear wetin the man talk.
Compensating Chioma. And the reason why Chioma was chosen was because there are different types of marriages. I have 15 types of marriages. That happens unknowingly even to the bride. We have for your sake. We have for this reason. We have if not because of you. We have marriages. We have the entrepreneurial marriage.
And they laugh.
Marriage. A lot of them. So I said this conversation that I feel it is not time for the video to get married. You know the video had a child with Chioma?
Yes.
Sad notes, the boy fell in the pool.
Yes. Rest in peace.
And we lost the boy. May he so rest in peace.
Amen.
Very painful for anybody to lose a child, whether you're married or not.
Yeah.
Right from there, we didn't hear much about them. The next thing we hear is that the lady has delivered twins. How will you feel? Do you have a child with such a woman, with all the struggle you've gone through, and the child died? Will you be able to survive in the system? Will you be able to survive?
But some people don't care. But he was with her though.
He said he cared.
Oh, right.
That's what I was telling you. When people are talking, I listen before I comment. And when I'm commenting, don't listen with your emotions. Relax. You come back to what I said. So I said, this is a compensational marriage within the list. For your sake. You know what this means for your sake? All right, so drum roll. I'm going to be talking to you about Chivido 2024. I wanted to share some behind the scenes, some of our thought processes with you. And I just said, what's the best way to start? And I'll just start with Chivido. And then, of course, there'll be more that I'll be sharing with you. So Chivido 2024. Hey, how did this begin? So in 2020, as you all know, we're in the event space. We always plan events. We always have guest artists come and perform. For the last few years, David had always performed at some of our events. So in 2020, I met David again, and he had just finished performing. And I was just outside, and David says to me, "You are planning my wedding." This was in 2020. But of course, as you know, after 2020, a few things happened, and life got in the way, and they had to put a pause on planning the wedding. Fast forward to 2024, I get a message in my DM, right? And I just see a message from Davido, right, as you all know. And I just see a message, Auntie Funke, my sister is going to call you. And I say, what is she calling me about? And he says, my wedding. And this was in February. And I was like, yeah! Now, Coco's wedding, we planned Coco's wedding a few years ago. Coco is one of David's sisters. So we planned the wedding, love her, she became like my sister friend. And then I got a call from Coco to say, hey, David and Chioma are getting married, their traditional engagement is going to be happening in June. And I was like, I'm ready for this. And then I get another call from Sharon and Jennifer. Jennifer is Chioma's sister. Sharon is David's sister. And then we begin the process of planning the biggest wedding in Nigeria. in 2024. Now, keeping this information quiet was a huge task. So from February, I had to seal my lips. But it was only a selected number of people in my team that knew, because for us, discretion is very important, and we just want to make sure that clients feel very comfortable. So when we reached out to vendors and everyone, we did not disclose who the client was initially. Of course, for the whole team as a fire, they all knew, but we just had to, of course, keep it quiet. So even for the vendors, they were not told at the early stages when we were actually speaking with them. Now, the planning process began. The couple, as you know, very busy. David is a superstar, touring all over the world. Chioma just having, the children, just, really taking care of family. So what we needed to do was to start planning. And they put us in touch to say, you know what, just talk to my sisters. They can actually represent us. So between Sharon, Coco, and Jennifer, we started the planning process. The first huge task was finding a suitable venue. Then after that was curating the guest list. So you can imagine, for such a wedding, how do you manage the guest list? How do you even ensure that all the guests are well attended to and well taken care of? How do you make sure that nobody, because we're looking at about 3,000 people, how do you make sure that every single person feels well taken care of, feels thought of, and they don't feel like they were not appreciated? So we began the task of thinking, you know what, we got the venue, we got 2 halls, and then we said, you know what, in order for people to be able to, have a good time in terms of just going from one hall to the other, we divided the timing so that everybody will witness the day for this couple. So we had one hall, and we had a connecting tunnel, and we had the other hall. So of course, choosing the right vendors, making sure that we got the best of the best. The brief was also very simple. What was one of the brief? Make sure that you deliver a great guest experience, and you deliver a great experience for the couple. So the best food, the best decor, best drinks vendor, best small chops vendor, music, lighting, every single aspect of this event was very important to our client. So the team that worked on this event with me, the lead project managers on this event, was Cordelia, Flourish, and Esther, and of course with the larger team. So one of the things that was a really major challenge for us was, how do you make sure that all the guests feel well taken care of and they feel special? So from just from even the curating the guest list, creating QR codes for the guests. Some guests had physical limitations, and that was just because, of course, of the parents and the kind of the profile of the guests that were coming. So, you're going to have governors, you're having senators, apart from that, you're having the media people. Now, one other huge challenge was the entourage that was going to come with all the people that came. Every single guest, in fact, I would say most of the guests that came with one aid, or one, if some came with 20, 30. So just even managing that alone was a huge task for us. Then also even the road, the security and logistics on the road, there was a lot of traffic, and that was just because everybody was coming into the venue. Everybody wanted to come and see their superstar getting married. And then of course on the day, it rained. It rained. Even while we were setting up the day before, the rain was it didn't let up. But we did not give up. We were relentless. While it was raining, everybody went over and beyond as the Zafar events team, all the vendors, every single person. People were just, trying to just ensure that, they just delivered, despite, the rain. Even on the morning of the event as well, when David and Chioma had their, photo shoot in the morning with all the photographers and the videographers, we had to have as many videographers and photographers because we're going to shoot from different angles, and the family, it's a large family, so you needed to make sure that everywhere, was captured. One of the highlights for me was